Hey, warm welcome and a big thanks for tuning in to the very first episode of This Might Be Toxic, the only cooking show worth tuning into in the apocalypse. Today we're cooking with King of the Zeds, otherwise known as Steve. So, okay Steve, why don't you start off by picking up all your ingredients out of your cupboard and putting them in your backpack. I think you're going to find it easier to cook that way. Yes chef, and thanks for having me on. So I've got some peanut butter and flour over here that have been grinding themselves in the mortar and pestle while I've been away, so I'll just pick those up first. Oh, and I've got 6 jars of orange juice that have been squeezing themselves while I've been away, so I'll take those for later too. That's great Steve, so what are you going to be cooking for us today? Well, I thought we'd start off with an apple pie. I just need some apples, flour, animal fat and some water. I've got some shitty water, so let's boil that up real quick. Now while I wait for that, I'll just quickly make some yeast out of this flour, wheat and water. You got to get your ratios right on this one. Okay, my water's ready. Don't you want to get started on your dessert first? Yeah, good point, chef. For dessert, I'll be making some rice pudding from this rice I found in the desert. This honey and my boiled shitty water. It'd probably be nicer with coconut milk instead of water, but for some reason I can't seem to milk these coconuts I picked up in the desert next to the rice. But anyway, oh shit, I've used all my flour to make yeast. Stop the oven. Whew, okay, I've got 3 flour left. Let's just mash it all together and put it straight onto the shelf in the oven. 180 degrees for about 53 seconds should do it. Alright Steve, that's in the oven. So have you got anything else on the menu today? Yes chef, I'll be making some sandwiches for starters. How does a beautiful loaf of sourdough sound? Oh, sounds great Steve. Made out of coconuts. Okay, now I've made the dough, I'm just going to stick it straight onto the conveyor belt that leads into the oven because we can't cook more than one thing at once in these ovens, unfortunately. Oh, look at this. Our rice pudding is ready. So let's see what's on the magic label. Well, not too filling, but it does make me feel warm and fuzzy inside and help me take 2 more hit points of damage before dying, so that's a bonus. Alrighty, our first apple pie is ready too. A little bit more filling than the pudding, as we can see, but the same 2 extra hit points before I die. And this is what I came here for, chef. In fact, I think I'm just going to chow down on one of these right now. Custard be damned. Okay, that's all we've got time for on This Might Be Toxic. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm still going, you asshole. Okay, carry on. Yeah, I'm just about to turn some yucca fruit into tapioca. I'm not sure what it is or where it normally comes from, but I did read a book that told me I can just mix these things together and it was going to work. Okay, alright, the bread's risen. Let's slice that fucker up. And look at this, I'm about to make these blue sandwiches out of bread, jam, jelly, and peanut butter. Man, if I could only slice one of my bananas in there, this would be the ultimate meal. But here goes. Oh, and look at that, I've got enough stuff to make another sanger if I only had a bit more bread. Alright, let's see if I can make some flour. Alright, and while I'm here, let's squeeze the shit out of some tomatoes. Oh fuck, I need that wheat to make some yeast to make the dough. Oh man, I guess I'm going to finish those sandwiches later. Alright, these ones are ready, so let's just pop them over here. Now we do have enough ingredients for 4 more apple pies though, so let's get those going. Aha, yes, and I knew I made that tapioca for something. I can turn it into flour, nice. But I still need more wheat for the bread dough, so alright, this is going to be all for now. Let's bung all my stuff away. And here's what I've managed to cook up. We've got some delicious sandwiches, some rice pud, and a bunch of apple pies. All good stuff that improves our wellness by 2 points each time we eat them. So that's a win. Alright Steve, well let's have a little taste. I think, no, these are mine. Get your own, make your own bloody food, mate. What do you think this is, Master Chef? Alright, well I guess that really is all the time we have for this episode of This Might Be Toxic. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you real soon.